So we spend a lot of our time curating our homes for a certain look and certain feel. My next guest took a classy cue from her grandmother and simplified her style in a really eye-catching way. Alexa Archibald fills her life with all things classy, coastal, and all things blue. Her pronounced use of this one color has become sort of a personal style statement that has won over her nearly 200,000 followers on her Instagram, Charm Lane. And she's here to help us see the beauty of living life, not just in color, but in one color. Alexa, welcome to Studio 5. Thanks for joining us via Zoom today.
Thanks for having me, Brooke. I'm excited to be here.
Your Instagram alone, just a simple scroll, I think, will give women a heart sigh. It's so beautiful, and it is so blue. I want to hone in, though, on your style aesthetic. You're one of these, youthful old souls embracing the grand millennial style. What made you gravitate toward that look?
Yes, definitely. So yeah, I've always loved my grandmother's style. She had a lot of toile in her home, a lot of blue and white porcelain. It definitely just reminds me of her, and I've been able to incorporate and kind of play on that with my own style and kind of add new items into my collection and kind of make the style my own. So I definitely say I gravitate toward it because I just always remember being a little girl and loving her home and the things she had in her home and how she decorated. It was definitely my inspiration.
Well, we've seen this style. It's been trending, but it's also very classic. So describe it for us. West Coast desert dwellers, what coastal grand millennial style is?
For sure. Yeah. So I would say grand millennial style is definitely a modern day version of granny chic. It's definitely a classic style. It's about creating a welcoming space reminiscent of that nostalgic feeling that you would get when you'd walk into the home of your grandparents, right? A lot of floral wallpaper, a lot of bold colors and patterns. If you tweak that and make it more coastal grand millennial, I think the coastal element restricts it to a specific color palette, something that's very light and bright. So light and bright, blue and white, you can add touches of green and also add in some natural textures that you would find in, typical coastal towns. Wicker, light wood, rattan, just kind of lighter elements to keep it more nautical and more coastal. So that's the coastal grand millennial style.
Alexa, do you ever tire of blue and white with splashes of green? Do you ever get sick of it?
I don't. I think it's very timeless. I think it's timeless. I've lived in a lot of different places across the U.S., and I've always gravitated toward something kind of peaceful and refreshing. So no, I'm a blue and white girly for life, for sure.
Blue and white girly for life. I like it.
Yes.
Well, speak to the woman out there who might be hesitant but yet intrigued by this idea of a one color room or a single color house. How can you create a color scheme for your life, really, in both home and fashion? Where would you start?
Yes, I would say just really reflect on what brings you peace, what brings you inspiration, what brings you warmth. I mean, if you're trying to decorate a space, your space should make you feel joyful and at ease. So even if it's not blue, let's say you love red and yellow and just kind of more warm colors, I think just finding a color palette, sticking with it, and just gravitate towards something that really shows who you are in your space. So find that color palette for fashion. It could definitely be about what colors kind of make your features pop. But for your home, it's definitely more about what makes you feel at home and at ease in your own space. So it doesn't have to be blue and white for your own home, but definitely just try to find colors that really speak to your soul.
Is your closet blue and white too?
No, you'd be surprised. I have a lot of black. I would say on the daily, I like to wear darker colors.
Okay.
But in the summer and spring, I definitely do wear a lot of like chambray, denim, blue and white. I love a white button down. But no, I definitely have a lot of black in my closet.
This blue and white girly has some mood to her too. She has some black East Coast sass in there somewhere. What would you say to the woman, Alexa, who doesn't know, who says, I just don't know what my specific style is, or I don't know what colors, as you described, brings me peace or helps me feel joy?
Yes, I would say Pinterest is a phenomenal platform to help you discover your style. So I like to have different boards for fashion, for home decor, maybe even for different rooms in my house. And you can just kind of scroll and curate and see what you're gravitating toward and see what's really like speaking to you, right? And slowly incorporate and curate your own aesthetic. It doesn't have to be like you're snapping your fingers and tomorrow you're a coastal grand millennial girly like me. Take time to figure out and build your unique aesthetic. I think time is something that will help you be really intentional about your specific style.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of pressure, but I would say Pinterest is great, Instagram's great,
Yeah.
and just kind of seeing who you're kind of on the same page with.
Well, I think whether this is your style or not, I can appreciate a girl who goes all in. And truly, we're loving to live through vicariously, I guess, through your feed. Where can people find you and follow your style adventures?
Thank you. Yeah, on Instagram, I'm at Charm Lane. My website is charmlane.com, and it's just been amazing to be here. I hope to have converted some new blue and white fans.
We're with you. We're with you. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you through the screen. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Brooke. Have a good one.